Hello everyone, this is Dr. O. In the previous video, I showed how to import data to R. In this video, I will show how to perform simple functions using this dataset. Suppose we want to calculate the mean SAT score in my data. In order to select a variable from a data frame, in this case our data frame is my data, we attach the expression $ and then variable name to the name of the data frame. So we are going to use mean function. Let's type mean. And in the parentheses, my data, and then use the $sign. You can see the list of the variables here and choose SAT, or you can type the SAT. And then run. In the console pane, the mean is 1197.348. This is the average SAT score for our sample. If the variable name in the data frame is more than one word or numeric, such as year, then it's necessary to enclose the variable name with single quotation marks. For instance, if the variable name was SAT score instead of SAT, then we would enter the following command: mean, open the parentheses, my data, $sign, and then single quotation mark, and here SAT score. But this is not the case for our data, so I'm going to delete this command. Another function that I want to discuss is the summary function. This function provides various summary measures for all variables in a data frame. So we could enter summary and then open the parentheses and then type my data, the name of your data frame, and then you can just run. And you can see that R would return summary measures for all the variables in my data frame, including the categorical variables. Suppose we would like summary measures only on SAT and high school GPA. In this case, we attach square brackets to the name of the data frame, and within the brackets, we indicate the columns that should be included in the calculations using the C function. So in order to obtain summary measures for SAT, which is the third variable in the data frame, and high school GPA, which is the fifth variable in the data frame, we enter this command: summary, open the parentheses, my data, and then open a square bracket, and then comma, use the C function. In C function, we want the third column and the fifth column, and then run. Here now you see R returns only the summary measures for SAT and high school GPA. Notice in the above command we enter a comma directly after the left square bracket. This implies that we are including all 1230 observations, that means all 1230 rows in the calculations. If for some reason we only wanted to include the first 100 observations in the calculations, we should have entered the following command: summary, open the parentheses, my data, square bracket, we want only 1-200 rows, comma, C function, we want the third and the fifth variable. And then you can run this function. This time R returns the summary measures for the first 100 observations. And finally, if you want to delete my data frame, we use the rm function. Type rm in the parentheses, my data, and if you run this command, you'll see that we don't have any data on environment pane.